you online. I remember back in those days, it's not far, it was just about a decade ago, Jude. So about a decade ago, when we used to submit our forms, CVs on Jobberman, jobs.com, and where was the other side? Careers.net, yeah, all those kind of places. And we used to back then, the Tuesday and Thursday newspapers, right, were the biggest sellers because a lot of the companies would advertise their jobs, would place advertorials for job openings, in those papers. So people would buy those papers just to check out the jobs. Now, one of the things that was always required, okay, PhD in this, HND, blah 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 blah, and then it became the norm. Suitable candidate must be able to show adaptability and willingness to work without supervision. Must be a team player. You remember those things? Yeah. But here's where there's a challenge. You see, there are certain types of engagements that, yes, supervision must be done. In fact, I think in almost every sphere, at one point in time, supervision is done. But as the proficiency of that particular tradesman or that particular professional comes in, he tends to leave people without the benefit of a doubt. People don't need to go and check. If Dr. James says he has removed this thing, he's been removed because he has a track record and he has a reputation to keep. But when it comes to artisans, there's a bit of a gray area. Now, I know some of you listening to me right now have tried and tested artisans in or under your employ or that you regularly use. For example, I feel personally that I can call the man who taught me how to drive, the men who taught me how to drive, the man who taught me everything about cars, the man who would tell me about football when I didn't quite understand football because they were mechanics and they used to like to come to our house to watch football, right? I believe that today I can call them up and say, hey, bro, so this car, they say, well, I better come carry him, go fix him. And I continue with my day-to-day activities because I know I have a level of trust with them. If the car is not fixed to my satisfaction, I can always bring it back. In fact, we've gotten to that point where we don't even need to argue. I know now this thing, they work well now. I see this thing, that your boy no fix them well. My confidence in this particular group of mechanics is so solid that I have referred them to almost every single friend I have in Port Harcourt who has a car. And then they will tell me, oh boy, these guys did the work, but the expensive shall. I'm like, well, quality doesn't come cheap. Quality doesn't come cheap. But would you leave a carpenter, a bricklayer, who comes to you as an electrician? Imagine you have a faulty wire, a light bulb that just seems to be problematic, but you have to go to work. Would you let the electrician come and fix it whilst you go home? Should you? My question this morning is, what roles, what jobs should be supervised personally? Because as well-meaning as my conversation starter is, that I have a mechanic that I trust literally with my life, there are some of you who would, and I would advise you to do the same, who would go with the mechanic to go and buy the new fuel filter, to go and get the new rims, to go and get the condenser. You want to make sure that this person is buying at the price that he has given you. And this happens with a lot of men, guys, even when I was younger, we used to do this. We would sit down with the mechanic. Today is a day of fixing car. You will find a way either not to go to work or you do it on a Saturday. That way you don't have to go to work. So from 8 o'clock in the morning till like 5 or 6, you and the mechanic are there together. You will buy him bala fish. He will fix your car. He will also take mineral. You too, you will eat too. When you go and call the person that will bring the oil, you will stay there with the car and make sure that nobody tries to do something untowards to your car. Because in this same Nigeria, and this happens all over the world, we've had mechanics take people's cars and then they remove the catalytic converter, the catalyst. Sometimes they will go and they will replace batteries. That's the highest level of wickedness, if you ask me. They replace the ladies' battery because madam will ever open bonnet. Some people will actually take the person's car. What needs to be fixed is basically cleaning of the plugs. Instead, they will give the woman a quote of 50, sometimes 150,000 naira for something that costs just 5,000 naira to do. But nobody's there to supervise them. The same thing with carpenters. The same thing with plumbers. Have you ever had a plumber come to your house to fix something and he tells you this pipe is 20,000 naira? You give him the money. He buys a PVC pipe for 2,500 naira. He tells you it's 50,000 naira. His labor is 7,000 naira. You still give him labor on top of that, and then you go home. Then rather than removing the entire pipe that he said he was going to do, he cuts it. Snip, 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 snip. Right? He patches it. Your tap is running perfectly. Yes, you don't bother, but behind the house where he did the jobs, the people who know that this man don't cheat madam. So are there really jobs and services that you should or you shouldn't supervise?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude 90.3 Nigeria Info.
90.3 Nigeria Info. Good morning. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH. Our WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809-030-6416. Get into the phone lines first. We have Zion from GRA. Just Zion, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning.
As long as that job is not your profession, you shouldn't supervise because you know nothing about it. As long as you have even engaged a professional to handle that job, you shouldn't even supervise. But because of the chronic and toxic environment we found, where there are cheaters, thieves, liars everywhere, we don't even supervise. Now we monitor them.
Oh, wow.
We monitor them. And which is so unfortunate for a society like this, where there is no trust, no love, no professionalism anymore. Quacks everywhere. Why should I be in a mechanic shop monitoring the mechanic as he's working on my car? Why can't I just go back to my house and sleep? All I need, just come with the car. Straight, sound, and healthy. No, your plugs may miss. He may temper to other environments. He may give you untold quotations.
We've also heard of apprentices who will go and test the car, then they'll not go and jump fence.
Just imagine unprofessionalism. See, Jude, let us be honest to ourselves. We keep destroying this country day to day. And we keep on praising people who are not even competent enough to handle jobs. I told you fortnightly that even in government parastatal today, a large majority of their day-to-day activities is carried out by who? Consultants, not by those they engage. Why are we raising this kind of a country? So that you can't trust anybody? The visitors, you can't trust.
Fine. So Zion, because right now trust is very expensive. Shouldn't you then, to protect your own investments, to protect your property, go and supervise them? That's the real question.
How long and how well can you do that?
Good question. We'll come back after the break.
For more talk,
it is all about the week-long mourning for the passing of President Muhammadu Buhari, former president, right? Muhammadu Buhari, yes, former head of state as well. Anywho, now, if you just joined us, we're talking about supervision, particularly in your workspace, particularly for artisans. And I asked, what jobs, what businesses, what roles do you just have to supervise? Are there some that you can let go and not? Because we very often hear, and I said it when we were looking for jobs, it was one of those criteria. Well, at least one. It was amidst the criteria that you were looking for. Hey, look, are you a team player? Can you work with minimal supervision? Now, the truth is, almost every tradesman, more often than not, will do their business without you pouring over their heads. A carpenter is going to roof your house. You are not going to climb the scaffolding with him and be looking at him. Now 5 nails. Now you use here. Oh, you suppose use 7. Why you use 5? Nobody does that. However, you will find the owners of these buildings sometimes just being around the premises. Sometimes. Some owners are not. Some people just hire an engineer, a supervisor. We need money to do that. They give the money. Okay, the house is finished. They come and look at, okay, this milestone, if I reach the roof, well done. And he goes. And he will not return until the house is done. But there are some, e.g., my own parents. My mother and my father were there every day. They are bringing 2 trips of stand. They are there. They said they brought four trips of granite. We are there. We are looking at it. Okay. The person who is going to put the wire, he brought 2 mm, 2.5. Let me see the 2.5 mm. Bring them. Then they will take it. They will go to the market and then they will do their own markets of it. Is this the actual 2.5? And sometimes they will find out that the person who they hired was basically trying to rip them off. Either the person was ripping them off or maybe the person was not experienced enough. So these things happen. But you want to have your plumbing done. You have to go to work. You can't stay and let the plumber come and finish. You have to go to work. You may even have to travel. How many of you have received a call? Mommy, the cable antenna just fell and you are in Gombe. What would you tell your children to wait until you come back? You probably call an electrician. Please go and fix the cable television. What do you do? The electrician has to come there, in a sense, unsupervised. Are there risk? Well, I'm sure we're about to find out. 017-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and X at Nigeria Info PH. Send us a message via WhatsApp to the number 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
We have Walter on the line, JJ standing by. Good morning to you, Walter.
Well, my brother, Jude, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, last week we talked on the mechanic and I said, if you want to send your motor or vehicle, what you expect is the mechanic to give you or tell you what you buy. Go by yourself and buy and be there.
Okay.
The same thing in a building, just like where I am now. If I am not there, he won't do my work.
But should you be there? Walter, you don't know how carpenters. You're not a carpenter. You're not a mason. You're also not an engineer. So why should you be there?
Listen, well, there are some of them. They are called themselves engineers. They are just on paper. I can do even more better than them. I'm just telling the truth. Anything I'm doing as far as building is concerned, I will design it by myself. I will tell the mason, because most of them know how to peg anyway. But what are you calling engineer for? Yeah, we want to spend unnecessary money.
No, but the government regulations say get an engineer. That's why we have buildings that are collapsing. That's why you have buildings that one hand is longer than the other hand.
Listen to me, Jude. I am telling you from experience I have. If you get a competent mason, you will do even more than the person, the so-called engineer.
Interesting.
I'm just telling you. So what you will do, you let him estimate the materials you have to buy. Sometimes you go to market with him and buy the things you needed for your building. So
you must go. You are telling people that they must go and supervise any job that anybody's doing for them.
That is what I do. I'm an independent man.
Okay.
And then you, as a worker, if you don't have time, take one leave or take a leave or do it when you're on leave.
Okay.
Take it when you're on leave. That is the advice I give people.
All right.
If not, you run into problems. Sometimes they frustrate you.
Walter, thank you very much. JJ is on the line from Rumigbo. We have Victor from Rumikrishi. JJ, go on, please.
Yeah, Jude, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Jude, let me tell you my own personal story. There is this mechanic guy that lives in my area, and I was very happy that since the workshop is close by, anytime I had issue, maybe morning you want to start car, you not start, and all those, you know, right? So anytime I have issue, he always come to rescue. Every time he just comes, take go. So I trusted the guy. There was a time I had brake issue. And the only problem with that brake is that brake servo. I don't know if you know that.
Yes, it's called the master cylinder. Yes.
Exactly. Now, I was too busy. I gave him the car, gave him about 25,000 naira transportation and all those put together. You know that when I came back at about 7:30 p.m. He was even calling me about one close door. I said, I'm coming. I drove that car. I was feeling the brake is down. Even worse than how it was before I gave him. Bros, Jude. The next day, I called him, he carried the car and brought it back at about 2. I have to drive that car without brake to Ikoko and discovered that he didn't do anything about the brake servo. Nothing. This was the first time trusting him to give him the car, the same car he has been fixing. Didn't do anything. I drove to Ikoku with that car without brake, and I bought that servo at that time for 9,000 naira. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. This is somebody I gave 25,000 naira. He could not say, okay, let me buy another servo since this one is not good. He didn't do nothing. He collected the 25,000 naira. I bought that servo for 9,000. That is one. I'm not saying they are all bad, though. Some of them are just as difficult as brake system. You know what it means, right? We were doing harvest. My guy was doing harvest somewhere in his church. Somebody came. He said his mechanic to carry the car and all those. You today will not see the car again. So I'm not saying you should monitor or not monitor. Use your tongue to count your teeth. Thank you very much.
What? The car just disappeared. All right, what's up now? Let's get to read some of your messages. 0809 030 6416 0809 030 6416. Hi, Jude. See, I'm a very meticulous person. I am of the opinion that handymen should do their jobs carefully. But believe me, most of these artisans are haphazard. If anyone's coming to fix anything in the house, my mom will ask them to do the job whenever I'd be home, because she knows I will monitor the living daylight out of the plumber electrician, carpenter, etc. That's from our Celia. Celia, thank you very much. Now, Jude, I was preparing to roof my house and took the carpenter to the wood market to buy the exact number of the specifications requested by him. I left and unexpectedly went to wait for them on site, only to discover that half of the wood I paid for came to the site. He confessed that he and the seller shared the other. Oh, Turubeke. He and the seller shared the other half. I immediately dismissed the carpenter and his colleagues. So basically, it is a trust issue. It's because some of these artisans, some of these people that you work with cannot be trusted. But even if you stay with them, look, a professional can still rob you blind with your eyes open. You don't believe me? Tell the person who fixes your AC to fix it in front of you. He buys the refrigerant, he buys the pipes. Maybe the pipes were not bad. He could change the pipes in front of you, right? He could tell you, oh, I've gone to buy a new compressor. Compressor's probably been fixed. You can't tell. Except it's brand new and it's wrapped. Even the quote-unquote brand new and wrapped, they tell you, this one at Taiwan. This one are the original follow come. You know, I don't know. Minaso on the line from Mokrika. Minaso, good morning to you, please.
Yeah, very good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
This is Minaso from Mokrika.
Welcome, Minaso.
Yes, on the subject matter now, topic. Most artisans in this part of the world, Nigeria, they are not trustworthy. You know, for me, it needs a proactive supervision or monitoring. They are not trustworthy. So the watchword there is trust. Now, you telling me your generator is faulty or it has some effect you want to specify. You don't know what is plug or capacitor.
Well, I mean, also, there are some people who really don't know anything about mechanical appliances.
Our people say, now high that they use learn. When you look, you learn. The cars also. So for me, I cannot leave this thing. The only thing I will leave is brief. When it comes to car, it comes to electrical, even the roof itself, building. We are not there. At times, if it's a 2 bundle, maybe you give him 3 bundles. Before you know, they will remove 10 pieces or 20 pieces. That is their own. So you have to be there.
He says their own.
Because most artisans, they are not trustworthy.
Okay, well, if it's just that, what about those who work in offices? Are they trustworthy? The accountants, for example. I don't see the guys going there to say, accountant, do 2 plus 2,000, let me see.
Mr. Jude, what we are saying now, the subject is artisans, is it not?
No, not artisans. The question is, what jobs can you afford not to supervise?
What job,
Yeah, it's not just artisans.
Okay, not only artisans. In the office, they are there now. They are there. Most people are unprofessional. You know, unprofessional. They are not good in their job. They hire people from outside and all that. It's everywhere.
So you don't trust. So let me ask you, so if you were to open a supermarket, or your business is, let's say you are selling drinks, right? Do you have to go there every day to check what the sales girl or sales boys do?
You have to go. In fact, you keep a notebook there. The sales record, what do they call? Record inventory books.
Yes.
Barmen, bar girls. This, what do they call them? Waiters. This bar assistant. What do they call them? Barmen. My brother. We had sell 3 drinks. They will say it's 1. They have their own way of cutting. You know. So you cannot just open a business and leave it like that now. You have to supervise. That is why I use proactive. You have to be there. Supervise. Let you have a inventory book. Whatever sales, let them record it. So it's very, very important. You have to be there, my brother. If not, you open. It's like you buying a car for commercial purpose. You give a driver, somebody, and you don't monitor him. Tomorrow he will come, one complaint, tire problem. This thing. It's funny. Please let me rest.
All right. Thank you very much. Robin from HS on the line. Robin, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, my brother Jude.
Good morning, Mr. Robin.
That's a popular saying, who no go, no stay.
Mm.
And actually, this aspect of monitoring, the way we are discussing it, mostly falls on the shoulder of some of us who diligently struggle to make money.
Okay.
And such a man like me would not like to wastefully waste my resources. But for those who get the money that belongs to me and you, all in their pocket, they have no time. How much are you using to build a house for me? 5 million. They even pay 6 million. They don't care. But let me tell you, my experience, very bitter one.
Oh dear.
I was to move into my apartment in a given schedule, but it was halted by a character of a criminally minded weather. I paid him to do door, the front door, metal door, and the back, to get the place secured. This guy did magic. He told me in 5 days. Within 3 days, he called me, he was ready. And I got there, I saw it. The quality of the pan, we agreed. I was impressed.
Okay.
I said, okay, let me give you the entire
money
window.
Oh.
The burglary proofs for all the windows. He gave me quotation. I paid him down payment. Jude, this young man frustrated hell out of me.
Oh dear.
2-3 weeks. 4 to 3 months. I'm telling you honestly.
3 months.
He ate up the money, did some, refused to pay them. I had to go out of my way, deploy those months, make sure they are fixed. And I had to pay some other person to do the other remaining one.
Oh dear.
What am I telling you? There's no one who will build a house to say you want to supervise your house from the beginning foundation to you parting that you would have been robbed. Knowingly or unknowingly. Very unfortunate. The character is common among the artisans. You pay trust. How do you trust? There is no investment on that farm. Do you know that?
Oh, really?
A whole bag of cement, they will bury it inside sand. You for sand. You don't know. You go there, you show the back. One of the other one we have used it. In the night, they go there, carry it and sell. It's a sorry situation.
Wow.
I pray that we should be steady and steadfast to supervise our job ourselves.
Robin from HA, thank you very much. Some very frightening stories here. Good morning, Jude. Part of the problem is the lack of consequences. I live in Abuja, and it is not hard for a thief or someone trying to cause death by being shoddy, thieving, or mischievous artisan to sleep in a cell. That is all I will say. I have a husband that is sane, but anger issues just materialize out of thin air when he thinks I am in danger. So if, for instance, a mechanic plays rough play with my car and I have an accident, that mechanic will regret coming to Abuja. Good morning to you, Jude. Now, for what you just narrated, the risk is inevitable. Whether anyone is there to supervise or not, you can be there to supervise or not, the discrepancies that will occur. But what I know is if competent hands handle whatever work, they will be done according to the specifications. But in all of this, competence overrides all. So the artisans should be sincere with your supervision so that you don't change anything. That's from Ipalibo Ahari. Ipalibo, thank you very much. And this one says, my brother Jude, Wale from NTA, please, I will supervise. Do you know I gave a mechanic I know for a long time to go and repair my car? Said the leg system was bad, costing about 130,000 naira. I gave him money to buy, but never bought anything. I still gave him 10,000 labor charge. He did nothing to my car, but only cleaned the brake pad and adjusted some stuff on the legs. It was when I took the car to the alignment place that I discovered, please, Always find time to supervise. So many experiences to share, my brother. The only job you can't supervise is no job. Everyone needs supervision, Jude. Artisans and professionals use their knowledge and jargon to defraud their clients. The onus lies on the client to supervise or devise means of supervision where it works. Now, for buildings, get a quantity surveyor or get the services of a building company. I'm really learning from people's experiences. Harry, with that comment. Harry, thank you very much. This one says, my own cousin, who I trusted to supervise my building, was the person selling my cement. Oh, you can't supervise them. Oh, even before your korokoro eyes, then go rip you. Justice Chigonum with that one. Victor from Umukrishi, good morning. My final caller.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
It is a very nice, a welder keep my protect till now as I'm talking.
Wow.
Now I get him and look at the protector. You see, he saw the iron that is there. He told me that the iron is going to buy the iron. Everything with great quotation, everything was about 20-something thousand. So I gave him 22,000 naira as an advance to go and bring. The guy went and brought even himself. When I asked him, I said, can this iron match with this very one? And this very iron, very what to do here is, this very iron is the one like it to hold the whole iron. Till now, the guy went away with the money. Till now. Then when you are talking about those ones, the mechanics, my brother, anytime I want to go with my motor, anytime I have any fault with my motor, I rather stop every other thing. I monitor you because already I'm a mechanic. You understand? I to do something. I monitor you tight it. After tightening it, I tighten it with my hand again. I confirm it. Because look at them. I asked a mechanic to go and check the band brake. He went and came back. He told me that the band brake is about 15,000 naira, 15,000 something. You know that by the time I went there, I gave him money. He bought the first one. What he bought, he didn't take me up to 2 months.
Oh, all right, Victor. Thank you very much. Let's just quickly go on a break, please.
You are tuned in to
Nigeria Info.
We'll be right